Folks, as probably you might have noticed, I've been publishing a lot of videos in Tamil language and not many videos in English. As I've been saying several times in this channel, I don't know really what to talk to the English viewers. I don't know your background. I don't know whether you all have the Indian background or are there any Westerners watching my videos. There used to be a couple of Western viewers some time back. I don't know whether they're all watching nowadays or not. There are at least two of my close friends. They have been watching my videos, and I've been talking to them for quite some time, almost like 30, 40 years. So they know everything that I wanted to tell them. At least all the may not be all the details, but basically what I've been talking, what are the main themes of my talk, they all know. But I don't know the rest of the folks. There are about 17, 19 views of my English videos these days, and most of them they don't watch fully. Very few watch from the beginning to the end. Even at least 50% videos. I don't know how many people are watching. So basically, I don't know what to talk to you. So on the other hand, the Tamil viewers they ask a lot of questions, and so I know their background. I know where they are and what kind of things I should share with them, how to remove their ignorances of living, about God, about religion, and so on, so on. But I don't know, I don't have such information about my English viewers. So please ask me questions and tell me about yourself. What kind of things you would like to hear from me? And unless you give me some information about your background, I may not be able to talk to you effectively. I don't want to spend your time and my time um, um, on things which you don't use anyway. So please note that. So having said that, let me go to today's topic. What I would like to talk to you today about various ignorances regarding God worship and not only worshiping God but worshipping gurus, people like what are called Siddhas, and various race related issues in India and so on. Most of this talk will be based on Indian background, but also some of them will be about the Western religious thoughts and ideas. First, I would like to talk about the forthcoming um, so-called second coming of Jesus Christ. So this will be probably more interesting to almost everybody, whether you are an Indian or a Westerner, whatever religion you belong to. Basically, most of the Christian pastors are talking about the second coming of Jesus Christ very seriously these days. They expect, according to the Bible, the Jews will be gathered at some point in their hometown or home city called Jerusalem. and they will have their own nation. And they got their own nation, I think, around 1947 or so, after the Second World War. And as soon as they start building their third temple, probably some of you may know that the earlier two temples were destroyed by the then emperors, like Roman Empire emperors and so on. So after gathering in Jerusalem and the surrounding areas, the Jews will start building their third temple and then begin their animal sacrifice. And afterwards, within about 3.5 years or so, the Christ will come. And this, they think that most of the Christians think that the Antichrist will help Jews build their third temple, and Christ will come after approximately about 3.5 or 4 years after the building of the third temple, and destroy the Antichrist in a battlefield called Armageddon. That is the beliefs of Christians in at least in America. I don't know about Christians in other parts of the world. Maybe they have their own. They have their views are almost similar to the American mind, American Christian mind. Anyway, there is. I would like to also point out another thing, and this time period, time frame is approximately. They expect in about a year or so the third temple will be built, and about afterwards, 3.5 years later, Christ will come and destroy or kill the Antichrist. So about 4.5 to 5 years the time frame, Christ will be appearing. So it's about another 5 years, and there is another prediction going on in India about an immortal ruler predicted by Nostradamus. And according to Nostradamus predictions and the translation of original French language quatrains of Nostradamus, there will be a ruler this time not from Europe but from Asia, and that person will be born in a place where three seas, three oceans or seas meet, and one of the oceans will be named after a religion. So Hindus are saying that Hindus living in India are saying, sorry. That Indian Ocean and the is named after the Hindu religion, and this immortal ruler predicted by Nostradamus will be born in India. Not only that, it seems Nostradamus has predicted that this ruler will be coming from a religion, or will be celebrating Thursday as his holy day. As you all know that the only religion that, at least that's what the Hindus say. Hindus are saying that the only religion in the world that celebrates Thursday as the holy day is Hindu religion. So they expect the immortal ruler from India. I'm sorry, predicted by Nostradamus will be Indian, and even within India, the folks from Tamil Nadu are saying that that person will be Tamilian, and folks in the Punjab region saying that it will be North Indian born in Punjabi area. So you could see that even within India there is a fight for about the immortal ruler. the point is that who will be, I mean, that person will be known, that immortal ruler predicted by Nostradamus will be known to the whole world in the same time frame. This is important. The same time frame, that is about by 2025 or so, throughout the world, and they even go one step further, and this person will start his work around 2018, year 2018, and he will be known within 7 years, that is 25. And as probably some of the Christians will know, most of the Christians will know about it, and their tribulation, so-called tribulation period, is for 7 years. So 2018 to 2025 coincides with their prediction of the duration of the tribulation period predicted in the Bible. So the question is this: suppose this immortal ruler comes from India, even if he is a Christian, will the Western, especially the American Christian, will accept him as their savior, the second coming of Jesus Christ? Leave alone this Christian coming from India. Suppose he is a non-Christian, because that's according to Nostradamus. Just now I told you, he will belong to a religion which is celebrating Thursday as the holy day, and that is definitely a Hindu religion according to the Hindus. So the question is, will the Western mind, the Western Christians will accept such a second coming of Jesus Christ from India, or will there be one savior for the Christians, killing the Antichrist in around Jerusalem, and there will be another savior coming from India? And what happens if these two people don't agree? Suppose the Hindu savior talks about the Hindu religion, and they want to spread the Hindu religion throughout the world, and the Christian, the second coming of Jesus Christ, according to the Western Christian, if he or she spreads the Christian religion, will there not be another fight between these two for saviors? Isn't it an interesting thing? So that's what I want to point out first. See how the what has been written in various books is creating, or is about to create, chaos in the world. And the second thing I want to mention about is this: the habit of the whole world worshipping something outside, other than themselves. One of the major difference between the Christian or the Western Abrahamic faith and the Hindu or Hindu related religions is that in Hindu related religions and Hindu religions, they say that every human being is an incarnation. Though they are in ignorance, they don't know about the real Godhood, and they are living in ignorance, and they are all God's manifestations. And whereas the Western religions, the Abrahamic faith related religions, they think that God is different. God creates people and the whole world and protects them, and so all the created ones should worship the creator, and expect him to come and instruct them to go in the right way, and finally he will take them to heaven, and so on, so on. So there itself there is a great divide. Assume that you assume that what the Hindus are saying is true. Then even then there are problems, because the Hindus worship each and everything. They worship starting from their avatars. For example, Rama and Krishna, it was told by Vyasa and Valmiki, two rishis who lived in India a long time back, about two avatars, Rama and Krishna. Perhaps they lived in a earlier yuga, Treta yuga, or something like that. And these two rishis got the revelation about these two avatars, and promoted these two avatars in India, in one part of the Hindu religion. And especially the northern India, they worship Rama and Krishna really, really seriously. Whereas in the south, they worship Shiva and Vishnu, and there is a fight between the southern people, especially the Tamilians, and the northern people, saying that you guys belong to a different race, Aryan race, and we all belong to Tamilian race or Dravidian race, and there is a fight between them. The problem is that you can see even within the same religion, the moment you start worshipping something other than you, forgetting that you are really the one to be worshipped, and if you start worshipping others, the problems ensuing that kind of worship. People started worshipping not only their avatars, but also they're worshipping all kinds of statues. And some time back, I was talking to a Facebook friend. He is very fond of the Tamil god called Muruga, which is called Kartikeya in northern India, in Hindu religion. And he will utter his name like Muruga, Muruga, each and every sentence that he messages to me. So if I, like, for example, if I ask him, how are you doing? He will say, I'm doing great, Muruga. And how was your work going so far? And he will say, it's going on very well, Muruga. So for each and every sentence, he will end Muruga, praising Muruga. So that's his habit. So one day I told him that, what some of the folks are saying is that the golden light, which is one of the bodies of Shiva, which is same as Muruga's dad. So I told him that Muruga is this golden light, and he was delighted. Oh, is that true, Muruga? Is great. He was quite happy. Then the next sentence I said, not only the Muruga, Muruga is golden light, but also Jesus Christ is golden light, according to some divisions of Christian religion. And then he suddenly got upset. He stopped talking to me. You can see how worshipping the statues, the forms, even worshipping another one, there is a problem. But when the Hindus went one more step down into the ignorant state, worshipping forms, and they are unable to accept, after so many generations of teaching of their preachers, Hindu religious preachers, they cannot accept another form as same as their own form that they are worshipping. And not only that, these days there are called yogis, some siddhas who can perform various siddhis or yogic miracles, uh, and they are worshipping these days. They are worshipping, especially in Tamil Nadu and southern India. They are worshipping Siddhas. There are Siddhas. I was told there is a famous Siddha in America some time back, and he told that his body will not perish for a certain time, and the medical doctors observed that, and then really it didn't really deteriorate, and afterwards it deteriorated, and the body was cremated or buried. And they are showing this kind of miracles, so-called miracles, and there is another person. I mean, my question about this yogi is that, and I mean, it is priced quite highly. Oh boy, this man has the power, divine power, preserving his body for this long. And they said that he has there is a life principle inside even after he died. But as you all know, that one of the prime indication of the life principle is that it should produce new cells. So because in normal human body, a lot of cells are destroyed every day, and the new cells are produced. And in that yogi's body, no new cell were reproduced. So definitely, according to the medical science, that didn't have really life, but they had the power to manipulate the energies in the five chakra, what are called the lower chakra in the body by yogis, and which are called the five bhutas, pancha bhutas in Hindu religion. And some time back, there was a yogi who announced that he's going to walk on the water, and a lot of reporters gathered together. And then he walked, and he fell in right into the tub. He couldn't walk. And even now, there are a lot of people talking about the yogis who transform themselves into other bhutas or other panchaputas like wind. They transformed himself to wind and so on. So I used to talk to my Tamil viewers. If that is true, let all the scientists and observers gather, and this Siddha might go inside the room, and then he can transform himself to wind or fire and so on. But let the observers make sure that no bhaktas go and meddle with the body of that Siddha who is transforming into air or taking away the body. And when I say such things, immediately they say that you are not Tamilian, or you are not a Hindu, and they just get, some of them at least get upset very much. What I'm pointing out is that see how much people have buried themselves in ignorance, believing in each and everything, and ready to fight based on the forms of God they worship, forgetting that they are the divine incarnations. Even Christian religion, it is said that, as I've been telling you all for quite some time, that human beings are images of God, and the kingdom of God is of different dimension than this human world when they are awake and so on, so on. Not only this problem with the siddhas, but also the gurus. There is a saying in Hindu religion that Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Sakshat Guru Parabrahman. That is what it means is that Guru is Vishnu. Vishnu is one of their gods. So this person who is claiming to be Guru, he is Vishnu, because this is whatever I just uttered is Mahavakyas, or the divine statements given to them by God. So if anybody claims to be a guru, is God Vishnu and God Brahma, and another God Maheshwara, which is known as Shiva, and therefore he is the Parabrahman. Brahman means the one who is beyond all the three, that is Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva. And anybody who denies this, they say that they will go to hell and they will suffer, and not only in this life, in future rebirths. Even if they don't suffer, they will suffer in the future birth. And how can they really prove that in a future birth this guy has really abused their guru and so on? And this trend has really produced a havoc in India. These days, there's a lot of fake gurus, swamis, and so-called swamis preaching about various things, amassing a lot of money, millions of rupees, millions of dollars. They have been even caught by the income tax folks in India. Also, some of the gurus are known to have performed fake miracles, like producing some vibhutis or bringing out some kind of objects from their mouth and so on. Some people, I was told, that they took the videos, and when they played these videos in slow motion, they found out all these things are fake. Though this guru has done some good things, like constructing medical facilities in a place where there is no medical facilities at all. He also did a great thing by bringing a lot of people in Indian subcontinent from various religion, and under one umbrella, and that umbrella is he is God. And the problem with all this guru is that people belonging to one guru doesn't talk to another guru, and whatever another people following another guru, and the folks who will read whatever the guru told them, they will worship only them. In fact, the gurus have mistakenly, incidentally created religion without religion. Within the Hindu religion, they created sub-religions, so-called divisions. So, folks, these are all the things that I want to talk to you today. Basically, you can see how deeply people have divided themselves along the lines of religion, and within religion, the divisions of gurus. And instead of really realizing that they are God, they worshipped everything else as God, and they created fear in them. They forgot how to live without relying on external gods and so on. So if we have any questions, please leave me a comment. And again, let me tell you that please tell me what kind of things that you would like to hear from me. And otherwise, I may not be producing more and more videos often. Only once in a while, I may produce some videos. Talk to you soon, folks.